We're entering the final stretch for Season 1 of The Bad Batch with only 4 episodes left, including today's episode, Infestation, and it was fine. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, especially for the future. If looking back at other animated Star Wars series has taught me anything, it's that episodes that initially get slapped with that filler label almost always wind up becoming more and more relevant in the future. But in the context of the story as we see it right now, and coming off of the heels of that amazing Ryloth arc, Infestation just felt like it was robbing the series of its momentum. The biggest takeaway I got was an external one. We haven't had an announcement for Season 2 yet, and if the show is taking the time to introduce new characters and plot instead of continuing to tie up loose ends, that has to mean a second season is on the way, right? There's just too much to conclude in only 3 episodes, unless they're all long. So yeah, my initial impression was a resounding shrug. It feels disappointing in the moment, but I'm trying to remind myself that the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, and Star Wars Resistance all had episodes like this without dragging down the overall quality of the series. When I look back at Rebels, for example, my mind immediately jumps to Twilight of the Apprentice or The World Between Worlds, not the Winkathu job. While there have definitely been episodes that I haven't enjoyed as much in the first season of The Bad Batch so far, I've liked them all. This is the first episode out of the 13 where I'm struggling to figure out why we needed to see it. An 8% miss rate is pretty good. And Infestation wasn't completely without merit. I liked seeing the Pikes come in. I liked seeing the Batch get pulled further into the criminal underworld. I've been wanting to see them get challenged more and more with the kinds of jobs they take. I did like the Roland character, and I think we'll be seeing him and potentially his family appear again. I liked Ruby, the little lizard thing, reappearing. I like that Omega is able to see the best in people. I like that Sid teamed up with the Batch for a mission, and I loved Wrecker's scream when he was being attacked by the Earlings. But what I think this episode was lacking was character development. If we weren't going to explore anything within the galaxy, showing us how the Empire continues to grasp more power, then we should at least explore one of the characters. Sid was primed for us to learn something new about her. The story begins with the Batch complaining about how she keeps information from them. That comes up with the Earlings in the cavern, but Sid doesn't change at all. They don't reach any new kind of understanding. Omega encourages the Batch to help her when she's in trouble, but I just don't see what she sees. So I was also kind of hoping Omega would learn a lesson that not everyone deserves your trust. I like her sense of duty, but it comes off as naive in this case. Sid's been blackmailing them from the start, and I think she genuinely cares about Omega, but this episode would have benefited a lot from any exploration into her character and what makes her tick, or do something with Tech or Echo. I feel like we've sufficiently covered Hunter, Omega, Wrecker, and Crosshair, but Tech and Echo have been sorely lacking depth in this season. I'm certain their time will come, but I'm surprised it's taking this long to heavily feature 2 of the main characters of the series. I think that's all I have to say about Infestation. I'm not going to harp on it too long. I think we'll look back at this episode down the line and be able to see why it was included and what it was setting up for the future of the series. Maybe that'll even happen this season. But right now, I'm struggling to see what was gained from it, what changed for the characters or the galaxy. I'm hopeful that the next 3 weeks wind up being more exciting, and again, while I was underwhelmed by this episode, it's not like all of a sudden I dislike the series. I still think this has been an incredibly strong first season. But let me know what you thought of Infestation in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with all our Bad Batch coverage, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page to get our audio commentaries and to see our reactions to this and every episode of the series. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.